In today's video, we were looking at Salamangreat, which is like one of my favorite decks. So I need to get, I wouldn't say support, but Dominus Impulse is a really good card, and it works for this deck. It works with any fire deck. So let's get into it. We have 2 Maxi, Salamangreat Mirror, Fire, 3 Ash, 1 Foxy, 3 Gazelle, 2 Spinny, Weasel, Code of Soul, Jaguar, Cynet Mining, 1 Triple Tactics, Talent, the Field Spell and Sanctuary, Will of the Salamangreat, Called by, Circle, Cross Out Designator, Droplet, Impermanence, Rage, Triple Impulse, and Roar. For the extra deck, we have the Fire Fist Synchro Monster Horse Prince, Mirage Stalio, Triple Baylynx, Phoenix, Wolf, Hida, Promethean Princess, Amblowell, 2 Pyro Phoenix, and then 2 Raging Phoenix. So that'll be it for the deck. Let's showcase some combos. In this combo, I'll be showcasing Salamangreat of Fire, 1 card combo. So your normal. To add Gazelle. Always add Gazelle. Now you can link off the Baylynx, which chainlink 1 Baylynx, and then chainlink 2 Gazelle. Chain block the Baylynx so you can add the field spell, which is very important. So you add a Sanctuary, and now Gazelle with Foolish Burial. Monster, or a Salamangreat card. Here, you activate Spinny. If you had access to Spinny before, you wouldn't send Spinny. You would send your Roar, because whenever you relink summon, you can reset it from your graveyard. So keep that in mind. So if you had Spinny in your hand, you could have discarded it and then resummoned it from the graveyard. Now you XC summon into Mirage Stalio. And now you discard or detach whatever, and now you can special summon Weasel. You want to keep Weasel in rotation because he has a graveyard effect, which I'll showcase later. And now you go into Princess. Princess will then bring back a monster, doesn't matter who, because you already used other effects. And then you go into Raging Phoenix. You don't activate this the first time, but you will when you relink. So Pyro Phoenix, Chainlink 1 Pyro, and then Chainlink 2 Weasel. You want to just summon whatever to their field, usually the lower attack. So we'll just put Spinny. And then you can draw an additional card, and now you can add a Salamangreat to your hand. So here, looking at my hand, I have a lot of playstyle with Will, but we're not gonna get to that. So we'll just add Roar. And then Princess will activate. Pop your monster and his monster. And then Raging Phoenix will activate to bring back. Okay. And now here you can go into Sunlight Wolf. So, doesn't look like much, but you have 6 cards in hand. Sunlight Wolf. You have Princess who comes back. And then when you pop your Sunlight Wolf, Raging Phoenix will activate to bring itself back. You search for Counter Trap and Roar, or Solemn. And you drew 2 cards, or 1 card, and didn't use any cards from your hand. So that'll be it for a combo. This will be a 1 card combo with Gazelle. So, or Circle if you want to search for Gazelle. So you normal. And then you can send to the graveyard Spinny. Spinny will then be able to special summon itself because you control a monster. You go into Mirage Stalio, which then you can detach one to special summon Salamangreat of Fire, which then allows you to search for Weasel. Now you link it off into Bell Links. Balings will add the field spell to your hand, which is very important, and that allows you to relink your monsters basically. So now we special the Weasel because we have 2 or more Salamangreats in the graveyard. Activate the field spell, and then you can go into Promethean Princess. So we have essentially 4 cards still, and then Princess will bring back a monster from the grave. Don't activate a Weasel just yet. You're gonna go into Raging Phoenix. Once again, don't activate it, and then you want to relink into the Raging Phoenix. Chainlink 1, and then Chainlink 2. Just summon. So what Weasel does is it lets you special summon 1 monster from your graveyard to their side, and then it puts itself back in the deck, and then you can draw a card. So usually you want to give them the weaker one. So Fire, here we go. So Weasel goes back to the deck, you summon in attack mode, and then you draw. And then when you relink with Raging Phoenix, you can search for a card. So here you can add Solemn. That's what Roar is. It's a Solemn that resets itself once. Or you can add Will to extend your plays. And then of course it depends on your hand, right? So you can just add Solemn, just so I can show you like what you can do with 1 Gazelle. And then Princess will activate to destroy both monsters. And then Raging Phoenix will activate to come back to the field. And then here you can link it off into either Sunlight Wolf, because you have to control a Salamangreat Link monster, and you want the Princess in the graveyard. So you can make Pyro Phoenix, but it's not great because you didn't go for that combo line. So for this combo line, let's just go into Sunlight Wolf. And basically what you accomplished was you got a Solemn Judgment basically, as well as Princess in the graveyard, and then you didn't use any other cards, and you drew a card off Talents or off the Weasel. So that's it for the one card. Just more intricate combos that I can show you. So stay tuned. This would be another combo. You just need Gazelle and Circle. This is kind of a continuation of the first combo, but more in depth and a little bit more we can do with just one extra card. So I highly recommend you go watch that. Watch the first combo and then come back to this. So it could be Circle, or it could be Salamangreat of Fire. It's the same thing, you search for one, or if you have it already. But here I'm gonna show you how to search for Ash. So your normal, since you have the Gazelle, you just add the Weasel. You link off, like I said, continuation of the first video, but you can do a little bit more with 2 cards. So Bell links and then Gazelle, chain link 1, chain link 2. You special, you add the field spell, and now Gazelle will send to the grave. Here you can just send Spinny, and then you can bring back Spinny, and then you go into Mirage Stalio, and now you can detach one to special. Here you want to special summon a level 3, so it's either Spinny, Gazelle, or Foxy. So let's just do Foxy, and now you can special the Weasel. Now you can synchro summon into Horse Prince because Weasel is a tuner. So Horse Prince lets you special summon a level 3 fire. So here, if you didn't have Ash, you can special Ash. If you did have Ash, you go Code of Soul. But for this combo, we're just gonna go Ash. And then you link summon into Sunlight Wolf with Mirage Stalio and Bell links. It has to be Mirage Stalio. So you activate Mirage Stalio, target the Ash, don't activate that, the Weasel, and now you have Ash in your hand. Otherwise, you can also bring it back after you used it by summoning a monster where the link arrows point to, so you can recycle. Anyways, now we go into Promethean Princess. Princess will activate and bring back, you can bring back whatever, doesn't matter, because you're going to link it off into Raging Phoenix. You won't activate Weasel yet, but you will when you relink with Raging Phoenix. So now you relink into Raging Phoenix, which then will activate its effect. Chainlink 1 and then Weasel Chainlink 2. You can just summon Foxy to their side. So Weasel summons a monster to their side, and then you put back Weasel into your deck, and then you can draw a card. So it goes back to your deck, you special on their side, and you draw a card. And then Raging Phoenix, when it's link summoned, you can add a card. So here you can either add Will, but I'm just gonna add Roar. And now you can activate Princess to pop, because you don't want to give him a free monster. And then Raging Phoenix will come back to the field because the monster was destroyed. And he gains the attack. What does this do? So here you can go into Sunlight Wolf. Or you can use Foxy to discard a Salamangreat card to special summon it. But again, we're just gonna keep what we have. So you can go Sunlight Wolf here. If you had an extender, you would use them. And this doesn't look like a lot for the combo, but we have Princess in the grave. We search for Roar, which is Solemn. We search for Ash, and we drew an additional card. So that's it for the more in-depth combo. I'll show you another combo after this. Okay, so this will be the same combo, except we won't search for Ash. We'll summon Code of Soul, and I'll show you that line. So it's pretty similar. You normal fire, you search for Weasel. Remember, you need fire and Gazelle. So you link off the bad links, pretty normal. Chain link 1, chain link 2 Gazelle. So you special, you add the Sanctuary, Foolish Burial, the Spinny. Special. So in this hand, I would have not sent Spinny because I have Spinny in my hand, but let's just say you don't have it, right? You have to send the Spinny so you can go into Mirage Stalio. Here you summon Gazelle or Jaguar. You go into Promethean Princess. Princess will bring back, you need a level 3 here. So you can make Horse Prince with Weasel. Now you go into Horse Prince. Horse Prince will special summon a level 3 fire, which is Code of Soul. Remember in the last combo, you can summon Ash, but this time we're doing the Code of Soul line. So you activate the effect, and then you go into Pyro, Phoenix, or Raging Phoenix. You don't activate Weasel yet. You activate the field spell, and then you relink with Raging. Chain link 1, now you activate Weasel. So you just put Spinny on their side. Once again, draw a card, and then you can add. Here you would add, you can still add 4. And then Princess will activate to pop Horse Prince and their Spinny. And now Raging Phoenix will activate. And now you can link these two into Pyro Phoenix. And that is the different combo line. It's the Heat Soul combo line. And you still search for Roar, and you drew a card. So on their turn, you activate Heat Soul from your graveyard. So I'll let him play for a bit, and then Heat Soul will activate. And then you relink the Pyro Phoenix on their turn, which then nukes the whole board. Activate effect. and that is the Code of Soul combo line. This will be the last combo line that I'll be showcasing, and it's just Cynet Mining. And I picked a specific hand on purpose because we have Roar, and you guys shouldn't be scared to discard Roar because it resets itself. So you stand to the grave, and then you can add Salamangreat on fire. Yep. And now you can combo from here. So your normal, you add Gazelle. Always add Gazelle unless you don't. If you don't have it, then you go Bell Links, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. It's pretty standard, pretty normal. Add Sanctuary, Foolish Burial, the Spinny. Now you go Spinny. And remember, you want to have Weasel in rotation or get it to your graveyard somehow. And since you don't have another way to access it, you have to special it from your deck. Yep. Normally that would be Jaguar, but like I said, you don't have it. So now you go Princess. Princess revives one. Doesn't matter who. And then you go into Raging Phoenix. Don't activate Weasel just yet. Activate that. And now you relink Raging Phoenix. So Chain Link 1, Weasel Chain Link 2. You just pick Spinny, I guess. And then Roar for Chain Link 3. So you set, put it back, special on their side, draw a card, okay. And here you can add a card. So what do we need? Mirror doesn't matter. So we'll just add Mr. Weasel here. Doesn't really matter who you add. Yeah, we'll save our monster. Special the Promethean Princess. And then you still haven't special the Weasel, so you special it. And now you can go into an Ambler Well. That's the Disruption, as well as the Princess. And then the Raging Phoenix will come back. So, and then you have the Roar, even though you didn't search for it. So, I'll bait for the Cynet Mining combo. This. That was it for the combos and the deck profile. Now let's give my thoughts about the deck. If I think it's good, bad, or viable. So I think the deck is still really good. It's not tier 1, but it's a good deck if you want to start. If you just start on Master Duel and you want to climb and save up your UR and, you know, try to get to Master rank. I have gotten Master 1 with it before, so it is possible. But like I said, if you have a new account and you don't really know what to build, you can just pick up the structure decks. It gives you most of the cards, except for the new support that we got, which is Fire, and then Raging Phoenix, and then the Pyro Phoenix. Yeah, so don't have to craft a lot. You just buy 3 structure decks, and you get most of the cards, and then you can really focus on just ranking up, and then, you know, buying staples, maxis, ash blossoms. The structure even gives you Cynet Mining, so it's really good. And if you don't have impulses, you can just play the Speedroid, which is also really good. The Speedroid Terratop with Ataka Tambora. And then just ditch the impulses. And then you can play Lady Debug. And you don't even have to do the Code of Soul version. Like, I showed you the combo where you can stretch your Ash and Soul him. That's already 2 interrupts. Plus Princess was in the graveyard. 3. So, plus whatever you have in your hand. So, and the deck does change a bit if you don't play Impulse. Because if you notice, I don't have that many hand traps. You play Max C because you have to. But there's no Veiler, there's no Ogre, no Nibiru. Just because Impulse is such a good card. And it conflicts with it. So, you can also play that version where you don't play the Impulses. And you can play all the Veilers you want, all the Nibirus, all the Ghost Ogres, all the Blue Eyes decks. But yeah, it's still super consistent. You can climb really easily. It's really cheap. And it's like one of my favorite decks. So, like I said, you don't have to do the Code of Souls. So you can get rid of that, get rid of this. And then you can get rid of the impulses if you want to play more hand traps. And you really only have to craft the 3 structure decks, the Princess, all the Fire Links or SRs. You need 2 Raging at least. And you can play 1 Fire. So that's like what, 5 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And then you ditch all the impulses. And then you just fill it up with 5 blanks. Like I said, it could be the Speedroid cards. So, thanks for watching. That'll be it for the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching.